Did you know that the best-selling work of fiction in the 15th century was A Tale of Two Lovers, an erotic novel written by the man who later became Pope Pius II? Why did it come to this? Why are you listening to some balding Russian immigrant sit here and talk to you about the art and science of attracting women? After all, these 6 minutes of your time could be spent doing other things. Making a salad, watching some new Netflix miniseries, or buying some shit on Amazon. How did it get to this place in time where we felt like this topic needed to be addressed? For most of our lives, we've been under a spell, under the spell of social conditioning. A spell that made you believe that monogamy was natural, that sex was a sacred act, that the meaning of love was to be found in a romantic comedy or a Calvin Klein commercial, and most important, that there is some greater purpose to our existence. Remember when you were made to feel embarrassed for having a crush on a girl at school? Remember when your parents told you to grow up and be realistic? Remember when you were made to feel guilty for watching porn? Remember when your friends told you that some girl was out of your league? Remember when you stayed in a bad relationship because you thought this was all you deserved? Or worse, when you thought you had to hide your intentions behind an unreasonably nice facade and ended up in the friend zone? Society wants to ensure that you are a stable, reliable cog in the wheel of the capitalist machine. Moreover, it is in its best interest that the majority of you settle for mediocrity. Because after all, someone has to do it. That's right, man. You should just continue being your petty, insecure, powerless self, and eventually you'll find someone that will tolerate you and love you, and together you can reproduce and help expand our consumer economy. Harsh? Not at all. Simply good business. Over the course of history, only select men have acquired great wealth and power, and only select men have enjoyed the privilege of sleeping with a lot of beautiful women. This was no secret or conspiracy, simply part of the natural order inherent to the theory of capitalism and sexual selection. Our appreciation of that order was heightened by socioeconomic developments such as the rise of neoliberalism, the feminist movement, the sexual revolution, and the information age, to name a few. While these revolutions have helped achieve great heights in human enlightenment, they have simultaneously helped distort our sense of masculinity. Many of us were starting to change our perception of religion, government, employment, sex, and relationships. But we were still growing up to be fearful conformists, stifled and unable to harness our masculine energy. People had started studying the recipe for success and happiness in the early 20th century, and by the 80s and 90s, the self-development industry had made great strides, finally shedding its stigma of being perceived as snake oil salesmen. So you had this frustration with the status quo, along with a growing willingness to welcome new ideas. This shift in consciousness is what essentially started laying the groundwork for the emergence of pickup culture 20 years ago. Guys who had grown frustrated with their lack of success with women tried to find a way to cheat the system to get laid. What started off as a way to trick and manipulate women into sleeping with us evolved into a movement aimed at healing and empowering our masculine essence, embracing reality instead of trying to cheat it. Pickup became a form of rebellion against mediocrity, a liberating philosophy that says that it's okay to follow your desires as a man and go after what you want in life. Facing your fears and making a commitment to become good with women is the first step on your path of entitlement to a better life. A life of real choice. It will give you the drive to invest in yourself and take action in all areas of your life. So, empower yourself and take responsibility for the reality that you are currently in and the reality that you want to build. Now don't worry guys, you don't need to have a thorough understanding of neoliberal economic policy to become good with women. You simply need to have a pair of balls. Hello.
Hello.
All right guys, if you enjoyed this, like, comment, and subscribe, or this will be the last you see of me. Shit.